Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Kent. We are a spiritual community that seeks to be diverse and inclusive as we inspire love, we work for justice, and we grow together in community. I'm Reverend Stephen, the minister of this congregation. I have a particular joy this morning early, before we get to them, and it is a pleasure, come on, to welcome our new transitional music director, Emily Hall. So that's our good old-fashioned UUCK welcome, by the way. Emily has a broad range of experiences with music, both as a participant and music leader, that will benefit us greatly. She's worked with musicians in many capacities as a music teacher, choral conductor, band director, bandmate, and fellow jammer. She's led youth and adult choirs, facilitated chant circles, planned benefit concerts, and organized music jams. When do you sleep? Or do you? You do a lot of, oh, there's more. In addition, she has skills and experience in community music making and has worked as a music therapist, professional performer, and community organizer. So it is a great pleasure to welcome you as our transitional music director. Now, in the spirit of gathering, let's take a moment to take a deep breath or two and be fully present, to enter into our shared time, and to invite the Spirit to be present among us and in us, and to open our hearts to life and the gift of this day. Today we are celebrating Lamas, and those are not llamas, the furry things. I want to be clear, maybe there's a day for that too. But today we are celebrating a pagan holiday that occurs on August 1st, also known as Lunazad. This is about halfway between the summer solstice, which is Litha, and the fall equinox, which is Mabon, and it celebrates the grain harvest. To the ancient Celtic peoples, this day marks the feast of the wedding of the sun god and the earth goddess, and it was a harvest festival. The word Lamas itself comes from an Old English phrase that translates to loaf mass. The first sheaves of grain were cut this time of year. First loaves of the season were baked, and then they were blessed in early Christianity during a Mass, which was known as the Loaf Mass, and became Lamas. So our time together today is going to invite us to celebrate and give thanks for the harvest, for the gifts of the earth that sustain us. We'll participate in a ritual of sharing freshly baked bread, and we'll take time to do a spiritual harvest too, thinking about our lives and the gifts and challenges we have all received. Come, let us worship together.
Now is the time when the harvest comes again, so sing and dance until night's end, praising the powers on whom we depend. Now is the time when the harvest comes again. Your turn. Now is the time when the harvest comes again, so sing and dance until night's end. Your turn. So sing and dance until night's end, praising the powers on whom we depend, praising the powers on whom, from the top. Now is the time when the harvest comes again, so sing and dance until night's end, praising the powers on whom we depend. Now is the time when the harvest comes again, so sing and dance until night's end, praising the powers on whom we depend. That song was by Reverend Selena Fox, and this next one is by Sharon Knight, both pagan artists who wanted to share their music with us this morning. So the next song is Nature's Bounty. Let's give thanks for the bounty of the harvest. The barley king has bowed his head. Let's give thanks for the beauty all around us. Pour the wine and break the bread. Oh, pass the horn of plenty. Oh, thanks be for nature's bounty. Let's give thanks for the bounty of the harvest. The barley king has bowed his head. Let's give thanks for the beauty all around us. Pour the wine and break the bread. Oh, pass the horn last time. Let's give thanks for the bounty of the harvest. The barley king has bowed his head. Let's give thanks for the beauty all around us. Pour the wine and break the bread. Oh, pass the horn of plenty. Oh, thanks be for nature's bounty.
Light a flame within a chalice to unite us in worship and to remind us of our ongoing search for the light of truth within us and among us. The chalice is also a light to guide us on our shared journey and a reminder that we are all interconnected in the great web of existence of which we are each a beloved part. As Lachlan lights our shared chalice, I invite those on Zoom to light your home chalice. Please join in our responsive reading adapted from A Harvest of Gratitude by Percival Chubb. Please respond with the words in italics. Once more the fields have ripened to harvest, and the fruitful earth has fulfilled the promise of spring. The work of those who labor has been rewarded. They have sown and reaped, planted and gathered. How rich and beautiful is the bounty gathered. The golden grain and clustered corn, the grapes of purple and green. Crimson apples and yellow pears, and all the colors of orchard and garden, vineyard and field. From the harvest of the soil, we are given occasion to garner a harvest of the heart and mind. A harvest of resolve to be careful stewards of all life's gifts and opportunities. A harvest of reverence for the wondrous power and life at work in things that grow and in the soul. A harvest of gratitude for every good which we enjoy, and a fellowship for all who are sustained by earth's bounty.
As we celebrate Lamas, which honors our sixth source of spiritual wisdom, earth-centered traditions, we're going to tell you the story of the little red hen. But we're going to do it a little differently today. This is the little purple Unitarian Universalist hen. And there are some characters, and I could use your help. We have, of course, where there? All right, the little red hen, but she's actually purple. You can see the purple, right? Would someone like to have this mask? Okay, Sonis. All right, we also have one of my favorites, the lion. Roar. Okay. And there's the elephant. All right. Okay, and then there's the horse.
Oh, me.
Yeah. And finally, last but not least, there is, of course, the panda. Who's feeling the panda? Okay, you want to come up and be panda? All right. Okay. All right. Now, when we mention the little purple hen, what kind of a sound can we make together? Cluck, cluck. Yep. And the lion. Yep. And the elephant. Okay. The horse. I have no idea what a panda bear sounds like. Munch, chomp, 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 munch, munch. That works. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, time for our story. As the first days of August arrived, the little purple hen had just finished her morning spiritual practice, reading a reflection about Lamas, which Heidi will share with us.
Through celebrating Lamas, We learn to embrace the crops nature provides to us and to form a deeper connection with our food. Today, we are blessed to receive our food more easily and often neglect to focus nor appreciate the time and energy that went into making it. By engaging in activities such as bread making, attending local farmers markets, or eating a picnic outdoors, we form a deeper connection with nature and the abundance of food in our life. Lamas festivities encourage us to reflect on the sources of our food and express gratitude for something so sacred, yet so humble, like bread. As we celebrate today, we also take time to reflect on deeper truths. Life is never to be taken lightly. Life and death form an endless cycle. This time of year is the beginning of the end of this year's cycle. This is a time of transformation. Even as the baker takes the grain and transforms it through her work and the heat of her hearth, so must we take the harvest of our year and transform it by our work and our energy into that which will carry us through the coming winter.
Now, the little purple UU hen was enjoying the beautiful weather and thinking back on the year. She remembered how one spring day she found a bag of wheat, seeds, grain she didn't know she had. When she did, she called her animal friends together and asked them, "Who will help me plant this wheat?" "Not I," said the lion. "I'm too busy on a petition to stop big game hunting." "Not I," said the elephant. "I'm going fishing." "Not I," said the panda. "I get sunburned much too easily." "Not I," said the horse. "I'm in the middle of reading a great book about church governance." The horse doesn't care for the bestseller list. "All right then," said the little purple hen. "I'll do it myself." And she did.
Then, of course, the wheat needed to be watered and weeded, so the little purple hen
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
remembered that she'd said to her animal friends, "Who will help me water and weed this wheat?" "Not I," said the lion.
Roar.
"I have to teach religious education." "Not I," said the elephant. "I have to go to a rally to vote no on issue 1. "Not I," said the panda.
Munch, munch, munch.
"I'm out of jelly beans and need to go to the store." "Not I," said the horse. "I have to read the latest issue of the UU World." The horse is quite the intellectual, it seems. "All right then," said the little hen.
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
"I will do it myself." And she did.
And as she did, the little purple hen thought about how she'd watered the soil and waited patiently for the wheat to grow. She thought about the cycle of life in the earth and how soon it would be time for the harvest. So now, to help us think about the cycle of life and the harvest, Emily's going to teach us a song called "So We Go."
This song is called "So We Go." It's by my friend Pat DeSimio, and he was excited we'd include it in the service this morning. So we'll start with the chorus. It goes like this. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Let's try it. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. One more time. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. We'll do the verse responsively. Come as the summer turns toward autumn. Come as the summer turns toward autumn. Come as the long night stars climb higher. Come as the long night stars climb high. Come as time's unceasing turning. Come as time's unceasing us round the harvest fire, wheels us round the harvest fire. Chorus. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Let's take it from the top with Vanessa. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come as the summer turns toward autumn. Come as the long night stars climb high. Let's go back to the first verse. Sorry about that. Here we go. 1. That's my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come as the summer turns toward autumn. Come as the long night stars climb high. Come as time's unceasing turning wheels us round the harvest fire. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Come as the sun turns bearded barley from soft green to brazen bronze. Come as the sunflowers rest their heads in the peace of sleep while the sun spins on. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life. Come as mistakes turn into wisdom. Come as the rash become the sage. Come as the blooms of youth grow into the feast and seed of our autumn days. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on. So we go. So we go from daylight toward the night. So we go, turning on through life.
We take time now to share our lives with one another. This morning, some of us come to worship with sorrows, struggles, and losses we're carrying. We take time to share those now. If you're on Zoom and you have a sorrow, loss, or struggle to share with us, please put it into the chat box. There are those in our hearts and minds this morning. If you'd like to think of them and speak their name out loud now, you are welcome to do so. And with a moment of silence, we hold one another and the world in our hearts and our prayers. There are reasons to rejoice and celebrate this morning as well. There have been moments this week that have lifted our spirits. Once again, if you're on Zoom, please use the chat box to share joys with us. And I understand Nor and Fred are visiting from South Carolina. And we send them a special welcome. We hold Dusty's father in our hearts, who fell at home, was hospitalized, but is now recovering. And we celebrate with Lori and Wendy. Wendy has accepted a full-time teaching job after 3 years of looking. Oh, that is wonderful. Congratulations. And with a moment of silence, we let our hearts fill with gratitude for all the blessings we receive in life. And now, as we celebrate the first harvests, this is an opportunity to do a spiritual harvest as well. In the modern pagan traditions, the harvest festival of Lamas has added layers of meaning. Harvest time is the season's end, and thus is a good time for some goodbyes. Waverly Fitzgerald at the website School of the Season says there are 4 aspects to this time of year: letting go of regrets, saying farewells, celebrating the harvest, and preserving things for the future. So regrets, farewells, harvest, and preserves. Today we'll reflect on those things in our life that we must let go of. Perhaps there are things that were not planted or things we regret. As we begin to say goodbye to the summer sun, we let these things go. Harvest time is also a time of preparation for the future amidst the abundance. Food that was grown during the warmth of summer must be stored properly to provide nourishment for the winter and the year. So we will reflect on the things we've harvested this past year, things that are new and good and abundant in our lives. We'll think about how we will preserve the things as we move forward into the future. Now I invite you to get comfortable in your seats and just breathe. Just take some deep breaths. You're welcome to close your eyes if you're comfortable. As you take in the cleansing air, become fully present to this moment, because this is a gift to be harvested and enjoyed as well. Now in your mind's eye and your imagination, take a walk with me. Imagine a field of wheat. Or maybe it's a field of corn. Or what about a field full of sunflowers? Or maybe it's an apple orchard. It's a beautiful sunny day, and the crops are ready to be harvested. See the wheat or the corn swaying in the breeze. Feel the breeze. This is your spiritual crop. Look around at it. But what's not there? What did you want to do this summer or during the year that you didn't do? Maybe you planted something that wasn't tended and nurtured. Do you have any regrets? In silence, think about what is not there, or take time to embrace regrets. Thank the regrets for teaching you and let them go. Let's sit in silence. In your mind's eye, as you continue to look at your crops, maybe some things grow that you don't want to be there or you're ready to let go of. What's over? What do you need to say farewell to? What things in your life can be part of the past now, left to the turning of the earth as pages of history? In the silence, reflect of what you'd like to let go of, and then when you're ready, say goodbye. Now in your mind's eye, as you see your crops, they're a symbol of the dreams and hopes that you made real this summer. What are they? They were seeds of the Spirit you planted that have grown and been a blessing to you, to one another, and to the world. In the silence, take time to think about those gifts and blessings and say thank you. This is the time of year for canning and freezing and making preserves, literally as well as symbolically. From your crop, what is it you want to preserve? What will sustain you in the months to come? How will you keep the joy, the love, the compassion, the peace, the hope, the care, the connections with others, the accomplishments, the spiritual gifts you have received this year? In the silence, I invite you to think about what you will hold in your heart for the winter and for the future, and to once again express gratitude. Blessed be. Well, August came, and the wheat was tall and golden, and the little purple UU hen knew it was ready to be cut. She said to her animal friends, "Who will help me harvest the wheat?" Do you suppose they're going to help her? No. Not I, said the lion. I have to make phone calls for the Animal Freedom Political Party. Not I, said the elephant. I have to volunteer at Kent Social Services. Not I, said the panda. Well, maybe, but we have to do it 6 feet apart. And not I, said the horse. I have to argue about the existence of God with my minister. All right then, said the little purple UU hen. I will do it myself, and she did. Now it was time for the wheat to be threshed, which is where you separate the grain you can eat from the plant around it. Then the grain had to be taken to the mill to be ground into flour, and then the flour taken to the little purple UU hen's house. Making bread's a lot of work, isn't it? Then the little purple UU hen thought, wait a minute, I can't possibly do all this by myself. I need help. Why aren't my friends helping me? And she felt herself getting angry and frustrated and was just about to start scolding her friends when she felt something come over her. What is this?
It's the UU spirit, said a voice. It's the spirit reminding you that we're here to support each other with love, respect, and compassion. We're on this journey together, and we each have important work to do to make the world a better place. Your friends will help you if you ask again.
So the little purple UU hen went to her quiet place. She did some yoga and spent some time in meditation and felt herself get calm. Then she said to her friends, I'd love to spend some time together with you. Will you help me get this wheat ready so we can all talk and eat fresh baked bread together? So what do you suppose the lion said? Yes, I will. And the elephant? And the panda? And the horse? They all said, I will, and they did. The horse even brought a gluten-free loaf of bread ready to pop into the oven. They mixed the dough and let it rise, and they baked it in huge ovens. They kept doing this over and over. At the end of the day, they put the last loaves in the oven and counted all the loaves that were cooling on the counters. And with those in the ovens, we will have 267 loaves of bread, said the lion. And they were all amazed. Well, of course, we'll each take some of the bread, said the little purple UU hen. But there's so much, what will we do with it all? The horse said, I know of a homeless shelter that would love fresh bread. And the panda said, I know of a daycare program with kids that would love fresh bread. And the elephant said, Kent Social Services has giant freezers so they can freeze a lot of bread to eat later. Wonderful ideas all, said the little purple UU hen. Clack, clack, clack. So, but now before we eat, we'll do a Lamas blessing of this bread with these words by Carolyn Miller.
Bless the earth underfoot, the breeze on my neck, the still dawn, the open sky. The feather fall, the beetle climb, the crow call, the swift fly, the cloud drift, the rising sun, the barley field, the river run, the grass seed, the ripe plum. Bless the toad leap, the thunderclap, the kingfisher and dragonfly, the sunlight dancing on the water, the wildflowers growing in the summer, the meadow sweet, the honeybee, the blackberry moon, the gliding swan, the eyes to see, the ears to hear, all are part of the river's song. Bless the seed on fertile ground, the skylark trill, the morning mist, the hazy heat, the twilight glow. the meteor shower, the midnight kiss, the fields and stones, the Lamas bread, the wheel that turns, that all are fed. Bless this body, this breath, this good earth, this new day. May our dreams of days and years to come be blessed by the radiant golden sun. May abundance be a constant friend by our hearse till winter's end.
Then they all sat together and ate warm bread and drank cider, and each animal took several loaves of bread home. And the little purple yu-yu hen said, "Thank you." And cluck, 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 yes. Now, let's join the animals and celebrate this time of the harvest of community, of being together with the communion of shared bread. I want to tell you about the word communion. It means a time or event of sharing. Word communis means mutual participation and is the root of the words communicate and, of course, community. Yes, thank you. Communion is a universal human act, a sharing that affirms our relationship with one another, with the earth, and with life itself. We're reminded that we share life's journey. We nurture each other and help each other grow and use our gifts in service to this community and to the world. We witness each other's lives. We share the accomplishments and struggles of living, and we walk together in our covenant of mutual care and trust as life calls us on to bless one another and our world. So I share with you these words of Jacob Trapp: simply to be and to let things be as they speak wordlessly from the mystery of what they are. Simply to say a silent yes to the hillside flowers, to the trees we walk under, to pass from one person to another a morsel of bread, and answering yes, this is the simplest, the quietest of sacraments. In that spirit, we bless this bread, and it blesses us in return. And we are thankful for the gifts of the earth that sustain us and the gift of this community. Now, as you take bread, we'll pass it around. There's also a gluten-free version available. Please raise your hand, and I'll bring you the gluten-free version. I invite you to take that piece of bread and to smell it, and to notice how it feels. And then as you eat, to chew slowly and mindfully, appreciating the texture and taste. So now, with gratitude and joy, let us eat together and be together in the embrace and remembrance of one another and this time. This morning we have received of the earth's abundance. In gratitude and joy, let us share our abundance by offering the gifts of our time, our money, our care for one another, so that this community continues to thrive. We also give to help others in our community by supporting agencies and organizations in Kent and beyond that serve those in need. Our special month's offering is for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. This outreach is a book gifting program that mails free, high-quality books to children from birth to age 5, no matter the family's income. The program began in 1995 with books distributed to children in Sevier County, Tennessee, where Dolly grew up. It was such a success that in 2000, a national effort was underway. And since the United States, the program has launched in Canada in 2006, followed by the United Kingdom in 2007, Australia in 2013, and the Republic of Ireland in 2019. In the spirit of gratitude for the gift of each other and this community and the abundance we enjoy that makes generosity possible, we now give and receive the offering as a sign of our shared commitment to the life and work of this congregation and beyond. Would the ushers please receive the offering?
I see bluebirds of paradise, I see sunset to sunrise, I watch comets in the sky, I see magic flying by, I feel my parents holding me, I feel my spirit learn to breathe, I look into my mother's eyes, I know this must be paradise, and I say, oh my, this is paradise, I say, oh my, thank you for the sunshine, thank you for the light, thank you for the moonshine, thank you for the night, thank you for the big climb, thank you for the fall, thank you for my life, I'm thankful for it all. I run through fields of majesty, I run in the night of reality, I run back to my enemy, I run deep down inside of me, I hear whispering in the trees, I hear their towering melodies, they share their ancient memories, they sing, we are family, and I say, oh my, this is paradise, I sing, oh my, thank you for the sunshine, thank you for the light, thank you for the moonshine, thank you for the night, thank you for the big climb, thank you for the fall, thank you for my life, I'm thankful for it all. It's a beautiful life in the little frames, so I stand in the light and I see everything. My, oh my, thank you for the sunshine, thank you for the light, thank you for the moonshine, thank you for the night, thank you for the big climb, thank you for the fall, thank you for my life, thank you for the laughter, thank you for the chance, thank you for the gladness, thank you for the dance, thank you for forgiveness, and not softening the fall,
What better way to bring our service to a close than with the words, thank you. So together, just to life, thank you. Now would you join me in extinguishing our chalice, which the words are in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. May we carry these in our hearts and minds until we are together again. And you are welcome to stay after for social hour. There is plenty more bread to enjoy, including some from the Brimfield bread oven. So, Heidi?
From Federico Garcia Lorca's poem, August. The opposing of peach and sugar and the sun inside the afternoon, like the stone in the fruit. The ear of corn keeps its laughter intact, yellow and firm. August, the little boys eat brown bread and delicious moon.
Thank you. And now, nourished in body and in spirit, with gratitude for the abundant gifts of the harvest, the joy of summer days with the sun inside the afternoon and the laughter of the corn, the companionship of each other on our journey, and all the blessings we receive in life, let us go forth in joy and hope to continue inspiring love, seeking justice, and growing in community together. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. And I see the divine light in you.